Gambling, guns, cute anime furries, and smoking cigarettes. These are the four horsemen of every middle-aged single man, and today I would like to introduce you to a video game that combines all of these beautiful things together. And now I would like to present to you Hunter Roulette. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Underground Survivors Showdown. All you need is a locked and loaded gun and the guts to stare death in the face to have the time of your life. Ready or not, this isn't just any gamble. It's your one shot at survival and rebirth. The hunt starts now. Good luck. This game has very positive reviews, with more than 81% of them being positive. It was released on the 26th of June, which is literally like 2 weeks ago about. And the developer and publisher is Pili Starship PTE.ltd. I don't know what type of money laundering company that is, but I'm here to support it because, I mean, this game is less than $2 on Steam, and that is an absolute steal. Obviously, we gotta address the elephant in the room, and that is the fact that this game looks very similar to Buckshot Roulette. I mean, it is even in the title, Hunter Roulette. Now, it's very obvious, and Stevie Wonder himself could see that this game, it clearly takes a lot of inspiration from Buckshot Roulette, because this has now become a little bit of a genre in video games, similar to other games like, you know, the Strand genre, where Hideo Kojima basically created Death Stranding and spawned in this entire genre of similar video games. Also Schedule 1, you know, the drug dealing simulator, where a lot of other people started to copy that as well. So this game isn't necessarily a copy, it just takes a lot of inspiration, and I wouldn't say that it's better than Buckshot. I would just say that it is slightly less serious and that it definitely has a lot more content. You're going to be playing this a lot more than you're going to be playing Buckshot, especially if it's with friends or whether you're alone. It doesn't really matter. So as you can see here, there is actually quite a large variety of weapons in this game to choose from, each of them with their own unique abilities and skins. The same thing goes for the characters as well. There are actually a few characters to choose from, all of them being different in their own unique way, with different unique skills, with different guns being at their disposal, and you can upgrade all of them as well to make sure that you get extra HP, you get extra value out of your skill, whatever it is. As you can see, some of them have references to other characters as well. There's definitely a Joker inspired one. This one is definitely Nami inspired from One Piece. I mean, once again, Stevie Wonder himself could see that shit. And then we've got a ton of different outfits, or well, skins on all of these characters, and like I said, some of them are clearly inspired by the DC universe. Like this one is definitely Harley Quinn. Anybody could see that's Harley Quinn. There's also one that reminds me of Catwoman. There's the Joker one, and then there's also Hatsune Miku. I mean, who doesn't like Hatsune Miku after all? And then there's your average stuff like your avatar frame that you can change, your avatar yourself that you can change. There's your stats and everything. And then there's also a wide variety of game modes. We've got the ranked game mode, which actually has a surprisingly large amount of ranks. I mean, I was surprised to see how grindy this game would actually get, and I've been grinding the ranks and it's pretty difficult. It's also where the most people are that are very skilled at the game. You've also got your classic game mode, which is a lot like casual. There is your single player game mode, which gives you the opportunity to face off 5 times against each of the unique characters. And then you've got this game mode over here, which I'm not necessarily sure what it is, but I keep winning at it. And then you've got your custom game modes as well, for if you want to play with some friends, which I'm pretty sure some of you do have. At the start of every game mode, you will be given the chance to choose your character and the weapon that you wish to use with the character. One thing that I can say about this game is that it does not take long to find a match at all. The longest that I've waited for a match in ranked is like 30 seconds tops. And most of the other times in most of the other game modes, it's almost instant, which has led to a lot of controversy in the community, with a lot of people in the Steam discussions claiming that there are a lot of bots infesting this game. There are mostly AI players that you are playing against, against, but I have come to the conclusion that this is not real. I believe in rank mode it's really like actual players, like mostly real players, and then I believe that in some other modes, like the track mode for example, do have some bots, and I can usually tell the difference of them between the skins. Of course, a lot of the actual people will have different skins, or the free skin that they got from wishlisting the game on Steam, stuff like that, and then also of course their gun skins, and then the thingy that you have on the left side that can be used to distract your opponents. As you can see on these two enemies over here that I'm facing off against, both have an egg on their side of the table, and that egg can actually be tossed at you, meaning that they can kind of like distract you during your turn when you try to make a decision or something. There's also these events every few rounds. As you can see here, there was just an event that took place. Each event will do something different, like give you a free reward at the beginning of your turn, give you some extra R chips, which I believe is the currency of this game. I think it's called Roulette chips. Visually, of course, I would like to say that the game looks great. A lot of people have said that it actually looks very similar to Borderlands in comparison, but I don't think that it looks a lot like Borderlands. I think that the guns are very Borderlands-esque, but I don't think that the actual visual style and the characters are like that similar, like in a cel-shaded manner. I think that this game actually has a unique and distinct art style. I do think that the guns look similar to Borderlands, but not necessarily inspired. It just looks kind of similar. There's also some voice lines in the game. There's not necessarily dialogue, just a quip here and there where you can like kind of chat and taunt an enemy, or you know, praise them like good game, something like that. And also back to the items that you can use to distract your enemies. As you can see, they have the eggs. I have a bell, and I mean, I absolutely love the bell because I can completely go Hector Salamanca on these motherfuckers and just completely spam that bell, which is something that I usually do to distract them, and it's just hilarious hitting that bell while somebody takes a shot at themselves and it not being a blank. It's hilarious. But yeah, let's talk about the gist of the gameplay. The gameplay is, like I said, very similar to Buckshot Roulette, but at the same time it's very much extended upon, because this has a lot of items, a lot more items compared to Buckshot Roulette, even though I don't necessarily want to compare the two, but I am just saying that there's a ton of different like items in this game. There's also some items that you can get rewarded from the loot crates that you can then take into a match, but some of the items are like, you know, one extra bullet in your chamber, or one fake bullet gets turned into a real bullet, stuff like that. So not only are the events spicing up everything, but also the items, and then your main ability. As you can see here, this person over here just used their main ability. The main ability of each character differs, and the main ability that my character has is to turn one bullet into the gun into a real bullet, I believe it is. I'm not sure. I think it's a fake, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if you have a fake inside of your gun, as you can see over here, it turns that fake bullet into a real bullet, which means that it obviously increases your odds of shooting an opponent. But yeah, the gist of the game, like I said, similar to Buckshot Roulette. You have your gun, and then you're gonna have to shoot and kill your enemies or yourself. It is very much RNG. There is a lot of random things happening in this game, and it is very much luck based, because you're gonna have a bunch of like rounds loaded into your weapon, and a lot of the rounds are going to be real and a lot of the rounds are going to be fake. So it's going to be up to you who you want to shoot. You're either going to shoot yourself and be like shooting yourself with blanks, meaning that you're going to get rewarded for it. You're going to get a bit of a bounty or something for that, where the more you shoot yourself with blanks, the more you're going to get like a higher reward for it. And then of course, if the odds are stacked against you, then you're probably going to shoot yourself. A nice little thing about this game is that it actually shows you the percentage of your shots. You know, it's going to show you like 75% chance this is actually a real bullet, or you know, 50% chance this is a fake bullet, 50% chance it's real. They actually show you the odds, where in Buckshot Roulette you really got to pay attention, but here they basically show you all of that, which is really cool. And then another thing that I want to talk about is the like special bullets and stuff. Like there are like the items and the abilities can definitely affect the gameplay a lot, but there's some items that give you like an enhanced bullet, I believe it's called, and then this bullet will do like twice the damage of a normal bullet. And you know, some special abilities from characters can help that you actually get enhanced bullets. So a lot of people actually think that it's like paid to win. A lot of people thought that, oh, these characters are better than mine, they have better abilities and stuff, it must be paid to win. But no, this is all actually earned in game. You can level up your characters just by simply playing the game. The same thing goes for the guns that you are awarded. You get it from playing the game and, you know, opening up the loot crates that you get awarded. And I mean, even though the loot crates are RNG as well. Who doesn't like gambling? I mean, come on guys, everybody loves gambling. So the loot crates are great. There aren't actually a lot of microtransactions. Nothing is forced, nothing is paid to win. There is like a battle pass and some like paid skins, but it's literally all for cosmetic value. And in this game, instead of drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, you get some cigarettes to smoke, of course, but there are a lot of items as well. There are different thingies, you know, some of them will make that your enemy won't be able to use his items this next turn. Some of them will give you a second shot. Some of them will be completely random. There's also my personal favorite item in the game, which is literally an item that you can use to make your enemy shoot himself, and it is just the funniest shit ever, seeing an enemy on like 1 HP shoot himself with that thing. It is just amazing, making people game in themselves. And I mean, of course, in game it is tons of fun, and this game is just great for everything that I've mentioned so far. I mean, some of the characters are very cute furries, so there's definitely going to be some weebs out there that are attracted to that. It's also got a selection of guns, so you know, all of my far right people in the audience will definitely support that. There's also some unique references and all, of course, so some of the pop culture addicts out there will enjoy this. And of course, the smoking enthusiasts, although smoking in this game is not a guaranteed HP plus for you, it is actually completely luck based, because you will throw a dice, and then if you get more than 3, or well over 3, then you will actually be able to smoke your cigarette and gain an HP point. But if you don't get more than 3, you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna unfortunately not be able to smoke that cigarette. A lot of the characters, like the bunny one that I'm using over here with the Miku skin, she actually has a lot of luck based thingies towards her. So like the gun that I'm using will increase my whatever like score I get on the next dice roll will be increased by like 2 or 3, and I mean, you'd think that it's gonna help, but really it doesn't help. So this game definitely has a lot more gambling elements compared to Buckshot Roulette, where it's just basically Russian roulette with a shotgun. Here it's like Russian roulette but with a lot more gambling elements. I mean, you're gonna throw a lot of dices depending on the character that you use, of course, and then I mean, you can also use an item to throw a dice, and depending on the number on the dice, like let's say it's 6 for example, you're gonna take $600 from your enemies, so you can actually take money from them as well with some of the items. But yes, there's definitely a lot of luck inside of this game, a lot of RNG. So if you're not into that, you're gonna have to take the gamble and just try it out, man, because sometimes you just gotta throw caution to the wind, you feel me? And I definitely think that this game is worth it. I mean, it's less than $2. What are you gonna do with $2? You're gonna buy an actual beer? You can't even buy an actual beer with $2, man. You're not even gonna be able to buy an actual quality, like decent packet of cigarettes. So why not just play this game instead? There's also betting. I mean, literally every time that your opponent shoots another opponent, you can bet whether it's going to be a live round or not, and if you win the bet, you're obviously going to get more R chips, and it's all about the R chips. The more people bet, the more people gamble and everything, the larger the final award is going to be. But yeah, overall I think that gameplay wise this game is great. Visually it's great, it's got a lot of content, it seems to be very active online, and I think that although it takes a lot of inspiration from the previous game that I've mentioned way too many times now, I do think that it's still very unique in its own way. Like I said, it's got a bit of an unserious tone, but it is tons of fun, and for the price it is an absolute steal, because you won't be able to get another game that you're going to be able to spend as much hours on, especially with friends, for this small amount of money. So I definitely do suggest checking this game out. I will leave a direct link to buy it in the description of this video, and I just want to say that thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. I will be doing a similar video on Buckshot Roulette in the future. Once again, sorry for mentioning that name so much, but yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all again in the next video. Peace out.